Hello and welcome to Game and Read. My name is Peter and I'm here to introduce you to our next video game and book pairing. This month we will be pairing together Animal Crossing New Leaf for the Nintendo 3DS with the play Our Town by Thornton Wilder. We will be now introducing these two pieces together. I will be covering the game, Aaron will be covering the play on the back end, just to give you a little bit of background into this pairing in case you have not heard of one or either of these particular pieces. So, Animal Crossing New Leaf is the fourth Animal Crossing video game to be released in the United States. It was released in 2013 for the Nintendo 3DS, and it is an interesting game. It is not a standard game that a lot of people would see in the video game world, in that there aren't specific objectives that you need to fulfill to complete the game. In it, you are a new person moving to a town. You arrive there on a train just whenever you get there, and suddenly you are declared the mayor of that town. They were expecting someone else to come in and start governing them, this town of adorable little animals in the middle of nowhere, but they think you're the mayor, and so they're like, okay, you're in charge, you move here. So in it, you build a house, you collect the fruits of the land and different items you find just in this small town. You sell them to get money, you build up the town, you build new expansions to your house, you build new buildings in the town, you expand the businesses, you get to know the townsfolk who are all weird little animals with their own distinct personalities and their own automatically generated dialogue that pops up. No town is 100% the same, both layout can be different, and the animals that arrive there will be any number of animals from these strange lists. You have new people come, you have old people leave, and really it's about the closest thing to a slice of life video game that I've ever seen. Certainly other things might be thrown in the mix there, like a Harvest Moon, but I really think this kind of puts together like you are living in this town and you're just trying to make it a better place. You know, you can stop playing after 20 hours not having done too much, or you can just keep playing every day until you have literally everything in this game. It doesn't really have it has a beginning, it doesn't really have an ending. It's a strange experience, and I think it's really interesting to find something that might actually pair with this, and so I'm very excited to put these two together. Now I'm going to throw it over to Aaron.
Now that Peter has introduced Animal Crossing, I am here to talk a little bit about Our Town by Thornton Wilder. This is our first play that we have paired, and it is a pretty famous one. It premiered in 1938 in Princeton, New Jersey, and actually won the Pulitzer Prize in 1938. It is a play about life. It's about this little town called Grover's Corner in New Hampshire, and it is a meta-theatrical play. The play knows it's a play. The stage manager is the narrator and takes on other roles throughout the play, and it really talks about things in an immersive but also external way. So the stage manager will provide commentary outside of the dialogue that's going on or the story that is being told at that time. So, like I said, it tells the story of the people living in Grover's Corner, New Hampshire, and it is divided into 3 acts. Act 1 is called Daily Life, Act 2 is called Love and Marriage, and Act 3 is Death and Dying. And so in each of the acts, we see the people who live in this little town as they go about their life around the theme of the act. So the first act, Daily Life, it is just that. It's daily life. There are a lot of characters in Our Town because it is a town story rather than a specific person story. But there are kind of 2 core families, the Webbs and the Gibbs. And the parents, both Mr. and Mrs. Webb and Mr. and Mrs. Gibb, and they both have 2 children. They are kind of the focal point of what we could call the main story. Though, again, the plot of Our Town is kind of just the story of this little rural country town. It's set in the early 1900s. The play opens and it's 1901. So it is really a quiet kind of play. It isn't super crazy and exciting, but it shares the daily life and it gives you a slice of life at the time. So that's all we have for this introduction. We hope you will come back and watch the discussion video of Our Town and Animal Crossing New Leaf. That video, all our other videos, our book reviews, our posts, our podcasts, all of that stuff is over at gameandread.com. And you can check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and Litzy. We are at Game and Read. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.